There's a higher energetic that is already present. You may feel this beginning to course in through your nervous system. Nervous system becoming entrained with this higher energetic that starts to flow in and through and around our bodies. It is a rarefied energy, a higher energy coming from the celestial realms of light. There is a divine congregation, a gathering, just as how we have gathered together as the children of the earth, the children of light who have not forgotten. There's also a gathering in many, many dimensional frequencies of sentient ones who have come together just as we have. And I sense that this is happening because of the great solstice that is upon us. It is the cosmic turn of the clock. It is that sacred quarter of cosmic time that affects all celestial bodies and all streams of consciousness. And so we have together here in this sacred moment, the gathering of the light tribe, the gathering of the children of light from many, many levels, dimensions, expressing the divine will of our eternal Father, eternal Mother. And so each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath we take is infused with this higher energetic, this energetic that impacts our own electron spin as its true expression runs beyond the physical biology, but deeper into the energetics of our own DNA that holds the cosmic story of all timelines, past, present, future. And so as we feel, sense, and know this energy streaming through us, it is like energy that is unstoppable. It's presence, it's power, and it's here to uplift, support, and direct. As this energy comes in the purest form of unconditional love. So we breathe in this light codes of this energy that brings forth a renewal, that brings forth a deep seated love, support, and nurturing. It comes in as a great genesis, as it flows deep, deep, deep within our beingness and our interconnections of so much of what we are a part. The idea of cohesiveness, being able to thread through, process, and integrate many, many, many dynamics at once, bringing it into a holistic singularity of fullness and oneness with ease and grace. And so we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath now as charged and illumined beings, as we can sense that this energy continues to expand within us and around us, continually rarefying the very air we breathe, that each and every in-breath and out-breath is a sacred sacrament. The holy breath supports this divine grace that flows in in all aspects of ourselves. And if we could see, it pours out from our fingertips, pours out through all of our body, an illumined grace. And with each and every in-breath and out-breath, its radiance from the upper worlds, from the absolute worlds, the emanations of the source of all that is, the holy sanctuary, the sacred of sacreds, flowing through the various grid systems of the cosmos, moving into the depths of cosmic consciousness, through the cosmic system of chakras and sacred seals, moving through the various timelines of relationships, partnerships, agreements, and collaborations, promises, and the desires of the heart, all coalescing into this one form of energy that is boundless and unconditional in its love, here to embrace each and every individual, embrace them as who they truly are, amazing spiritual beings of light. And it is this part of us that is being empowered and recharged as a great watering upon a parched land. The potential is there, just dormant, waiting for that triggering, waiting for that time in the cycles of time for the great growth and rebirth. The time is upon us, and it is in this moment here now, we come together as the family of light among the various gatherings of the family of lights, all together in one consciousness of unity, in the divine will being made manifest, that the divine plan is established upon the earth and beyond the earth. And so we simply breathe. We breathe this sacred energy deep into our lungs, and our breath is no longer concentrated simply through the mouth or nose, but it is now a breath that the very body breathes. The very cells and organs breathe. The very atomic and subatomic levels of ourselves breathe. And we breathe in this divine harmonic, this sacred in-breath and out-breath, as we choose to align ourselves with this higher grace that flows in, with the higher dimensional family of light, the Ami Shaddai, who have gathered here with us, who are in resonance with us. And there is a great attrainment where all of us move together through dimensions, through realms, to bring forth this one singularity of illumined light. And if we could see from afar, from the spaces of time, from those perspectives from other worlds, they would see an emerging light as a great sun coming together in a new birth, in a rebirth, to bring forth the higher wisdom, the higher guidance, the higher vision. And as we are the divine co-creators of this new earth, this higher vision for the entire solar system and beyond that, in the great and mighty suns of our own Milky Way galaxy, the great Hunamku, as this quantum leap into the higher aeons of consciousness, stepping into our positions in the galactic worlds, no longer deluded or eluded, but clear and visionary, that those barriers and blocks no longer can hold back our growth, awareness, and expansion. For the ascension process has started and will continue and cannot be stopped. For the children of light are here, and the cosmic memory returns, and they hold their positions in being in their full dharma, fulfilling their promises, commitments, partnerships, and relationships. And so there is this empowering, this power that begins to come, moved by the full moon and the upcoming solstice, a powerful grand alignment, bringing support, nurturement to the children of light, with the compassion and the understanding and the nurturing of all that it takes to walk that path. And this power comes the enlightened codes of the higher realms of the aeons, being held by the family of light, circling together, connected through hearts and minds in the higher upper realms, connected to ours. And so we are no longer just a tribe of the earth. We are beyond that and connected to the higher family of light that are conscious and aware of our every movement, our heart's desires, our challenges, our fears, our wounds. And so here comes a great strengthening of the El Gabor, the power of the divine. And this power of divine, if you can see clearly in your spiritual eye, comes as a tetrahedron. You could see it as a tetrahedron or as a triangle. There are 3 parts. And you simply view this in your spiritual eye. It is golden in color, and it is brilliant and bright, even within the brightness of this divine codes that flow in this grace. Continues to move and tingle through our physical body, mental and emotional, interweaving, interconnecting into the higher parts of ourselves and the higher parts of ourselves with all the relationships that we have on the many, many aeons of one collective family of light. We begin to understand we have our physical relationships upon the earth, and there is design purpose for that. And there is also divine relationships in the other aeons and octaves of our beingness. And there is now the strength coming through Gibor, the strength of God, to interconnect and to weave into that once again a more sustainable, a more anchorable, interweaving into process of the higher levels into the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So as we walk our walk, We walk our walk as fully engaged, multidimensional beings, ever present, ever aware of the higher parts of ourselves integrating into our consciousness even as we walk and walk with and deal with a physical world, a mental and emotional one. And as we breathe and feel the strength and the love that continues to course through our energetic beingness, from the very electron spin that continues to accelerate to the particles of consciousness that is boundless and moves in all directions, to the very light that we hold, to the combination of the interdimensional family of light coming together in consciousness and purpose, to hold the divine will, to anchor the great ascension of the divine plan, to become fully aware and engaged in our most important role. That we play an intricate part in the multi layers of this orchestrated divine plan. And so, as we come towards the new year of a new cycle, we become more empowered, more strong, more in oneness and in health, more in vision, more in commitment, more in victory. For it is the great rising of the phoenix, the great rising of the sun, the great light after an eclipse, that through the darkness, there is the loving support and the vision of moving beyond it. And as you move beyond it, it brings you to the higher road of light, a new octave, a new vision, a new empowerment. So we breathe the holy sacred in-breath and out-breath as the many parts of ourselves are all interacting now with the many, many sentient beings who are part of this experience with us. They're in a great holy sacred alignment for the higher vision, our purpose, the sense of accomplishment, the sense of victory, the sense of mission completed. On that path, we walk together, always connected through the hearts and minds, serving the divine, serving the great divine plan for the earth, our solar system, and the great Hunam Ku, or great Milky Way. Simply now, we are being used as energy sources for the earth as we connect our feet and body to the ground. Simply allow this charged energy that is around us, that continues to expand us, uplift us, that continues to heal us and balance us, that continues to nurture us and help us, that continues to love us boundlessly. We simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath and allow this grace to do its work, to do its sacred duty, to do its sacred purpose. As we are empowered, as we receive the blessing of El Gabor, the strength of God, as we receive the higher vision and purpose, transcendent to earthly matters and concerns. Keep us on our track. Keep us in our soul pulse, always moving forward, knowing that we are always divinely protected, divinely guided in each step. And so we take this respite. And as the family of light continues to hold this space, we simply now become the vehicle for this light and this grace to pour in through us. And as it pours in through us, the children of the earth, we bring it to the earth. We bring it to all of her life. And we will serve as these great, powerful sentinels of light in these few moments here now, as we breathe each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, as we see the tetrahedron and the golden light that it emanates, holding El Gabor, the strength of God. The energy continues to flow in strongly and deeply. Simply breathe and allow. And there will be an easier connection in the multi-layers, accessible more readily, ever present and conscious of it. in your day-to-day activities upon the physical, mental, and emotional world. A higher entrainment of the higher aspects of yourselves, being anchored more deeply into the physical, mental, and emotional world. As you open your heart to compassion, so you will find your power, the El Gibor, the power of God. You stay just a few more moments as the energy continues to run in and through us. As the golden tetrahedron of the Gibor, the strength from the higher worlds, has come, infused its loving energy into our beingness. As we are re-energized, realigned into the higher parts of ourselves, more connected to the earth. We feel and sense and know this energy. And when we need it, we can bring it. For the family of light is ever present and on point. And now we know it is the time to return, and as much as we would want to stay in this loving embrace of heaven and earth with our family of light, ever present, ever understanding, and simply pouring out love unconditionally. We now prepare ourselves to return more fully into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. We can intend now to continue this in our dream state, more fully and more expanded. So we put forth that thought and intention now. And now we begin to draw in our electromagnetic field as our family of light in the other dimensional realms and frequencies begin to draw in theirs. As we look one more time of the tetrahedron, the golden tetrahedron, symbolic of Gibor, the strength. We're drawing in our electromagnetic field. And our intention is to be back, awake, alert, and grounded to the earth on the count of 3. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3. We are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.